So in June, we danced with Sony. Okay, and real quick, can we go back one more time to the people dancing? Hey! In July, we sung with Microsoft. And here we are back with Sony again. I am really not expecting anything special. You gotta be kidding me. Are they gonna be able to pull this off? I really hope so. If this comes out next year, I am beyond ecstatic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Ryofu and you are watching The Gaming Harbinger. Today we are here to talk about Sony's September 16th event, which revealed the price of the console as well as what we can expect from Sony this year as well as 2021. But before we jump into that, let's have a quick word with our sponsor. This video is being sponsored by YouTube Growth Community. Feel like the algorithm is working against you? Maybe you want some advice from other small YouTubers. Or what if you want just a small boost that stays within YouTube's guidelines? You might want to continue listening to what I have to say. This group helps small YouTubers like you get a boost of views and likes from real people. This is not sub for sub. In fact, this group is strongly against that. This is for people who are interested in helping others as well as themselves. Essentially, what you are doing is watching and supporting other channels, and in return, they will do the same for you. You only subscribe to people you are interested in, just as you would normally. You are not required to subscribe to anyone, but you are required to engage and interact with other people. We are talking about real comments, real watch time from real people. That also means you are getting comments from other content creators. They know what it takes and they know what you go through in order to make videos and will provide a positive experience on your channel, as well as fair and reasonable criticism. You could even ask questions or advice from people that make similar content to you. If this sounds like something you are interested in, please contact SlickVic1993 on Facebook to get screened for one of the best up-and-coming YouTube groups on Facebook. The link is down below in the description. The first game revealed to us was quite a shock for me personally, Final Fantasy 16. I have a few things I would like to say about this. First, it appears this isn't some brief cutscene with pretty graphics. No, this was quite extensive. Instead, they opted to use in-game graphics for the trailer. Right off the bat, it appears this game isn't even dumping hours upon hours into god-tier graphics. By this, I mean the graphics look good and I'm sure will look better a year from now. But to a fault, Final Fantasy games have always painstakingly pushed the envelope in terms of gorgeous looking games. Maybe Square is thinking to themselves, maybe it's time we trim off the fat a little and just make sure we have a compelling story and interesting characters. And by the way, no one has said this to me. This is just pretty much what I felt from the trailer. The characters already look striking to me. The characters already look interesting to me, and the setting has piqued my curiosity. I like the vibe I'm getting from the trailer as well. I just can't wait. So okay, enough with the Square praising and stuff, on to the next game. So we had already seen and heard about Spider-Man Miles Morales, but this time we get a much more extended look at gameplay and just how beautiful the game is. And of course, the action set pieces are incredible in this game. The next game that we have to talk about was actually leaked a few years ago, but I totally forgot about this. Hogwarts Legacy. I will say, even if you are not a Harry Potter fan, you cannot say that this game does not look cool. Okay, well, you could say it doesn't look cool, but you know, I would ridicule you. Bottom line. They went to work on this, man. I really think someone like me that has very casually watched a few movies here and there, I think someone like me would even give this a shot. I really would. So Call of Duty Cold War. Now, for those that are wondering, I am not a COD guy. I know, major spoiler there. However, I very recently started playing Warzone, and it's definitely fun. A weeb playing COD. Who would have thunk it? Anyways, this is the latest Black Ops game, and it takes place in the early 1980s. Great times in American history, because that's around the time when your boy was born. Hey! As far as graphics, this didn't stand out to me, but this could be one of those games where ray tracing will make it look even better. And also keep in mind, it is a cross-gen game, so it's one of those games where it just has to look good across the board. And with that being said, I think it's a really cool thing that they had an alpha test for the multiplayer. And this was available for PlayStation 4 fans September 18th to September 20th. So next up is none other than Resident Evil Village. But because Capcom wants to get froggy with copyright claims, I am just going to use still pictures. That's all you get, baby. Preferably the most disrespectful picture of Chris Redfield I can find. At least that's my goal. Hey, I didn't start this, guys. Blame Capcom. I was meticulous on all the editing in my PlayStation 5 reveal video and still got a claim. That is so annoying. Pretty much Capcom wants me to show clips like BAM! That's all you get. In case some of you don't make content like me, I am literally telling you how to make do, how to make the stuff work. I completely derailed from this Resident Evil combo. So, The Village, it looks really good. Even though I prefer the third-person perspective, I really do respect that Resident Evil 7 and this one has stepped away from the action-y set pieces and are focusing more on atmosphere and horror. Deathloop was a game that really intrigued me. It came off as a little James Bond-esque, as well as Bioshocky. The tone and backdrop really seemed to have a lot of personality in it. And of course, the guys dancing in the mask. Hey! Okay, well, they were dancing in the last event, but they aren't dancing in this one. Devil May Cry 5 is getting a special edition where you can play as Virgil. This will be available at launch, but digital only. I believe there will be a physical version, but you would have to wait till early 2021. Regardless, I am just happy that this game won Action Game of the Year for the Video Game Awards. A lot of people need to put some respect on Dante's name. A lot of your beloved action games wouldn't have existed without this series' influence. Another game we saw last time was Oddworld Soulstorm. Just like some of the other games, this pretty much gave us a beefier trailer with more gameplay and cutscenes. I just love seeing old series like this making a comeback, and it looks really intense. This next one is a series I know absolutely nothing about. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. As you guys know, I love horror games, and the cheap jump scares, that's kind of part of the course. But I need more than that. And I'm not a fan of when horror games rely on that too much. So you gotta have atmosphere as well. And I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. These games have never really appealed to me. But I will say that the dragging synth as background music is a positive for me. That's a plus. And please look out for this if you're a fan. This next one is none other than the Demon's Souls remake. Take notice that I said remake and not remaster. There is a reason Sony wants $70 for this game. It is the second next-gen game that has really impressed me. This looks next-gen. Again, I have to remind you guys, I can only record in 1080p, and this is taken from a stream. What I'm trying to say is I am not doing this justice right now. Check it out for yourself. It just looks so good. I'm getting this. Next is a pre-Fortnite trailer. And Sony wanted to remind us it's going to be available at launch. I should hope so. Now, this section right here was quite the doozy. I do believe this was Sony's semi-response reaction to Game Pass. Now, I obviously don't think this is a Game Pass equivalent because it's not. For those that don't know, Sony is releasing a bunch of backwards compatibility PlayStation 4 games to you for free. So as long as you purchase a PlayStation 5 and you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber. Now, of course, a lot of these you may have played already, but there's a lot to this, so it's nothing to sneeze at. So, for example, we have God of War, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World, I could stop there. That's all you need. You're good to go, man. You're good to go. Anyways, Final Fantasy 15, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Uncharted 4, Ratchet & Clank, Days Gone, Until Dawn, good one, Detroit Become Human, Battlefield 1, Infamous Second Son, Batman Arkham Knight, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, hey, Persona 5, hey, Resident Evil 7. Again, these games are only available to people who purchase a PlayStation 5 and are a member of PlayStation Plus. Then you have access to the PlayStation Plus collection. The collection of games are all high quality, but there is a good chance you have played most of these already. However, I think this is a great incentive to motivate PlayStation 4 owners to stay where they are. After this, the price point was revealed, and I have to say that I nailed it. In my first video for 2020, I stated that the Xbox Series X would be $500, and so would the PlayStation 5. Now, at this time, I did not know that there was going to be two models of the PlayStation 5. However, in my Xbox Game Showcase video, I stated the exact prices for the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5 Digital, and the PlayStation 5 with the disc drive. You get where I'm going with this. It would have been incredible if the PlayStation 5 would have been able to hit the $350 mark with the digital model. This was a prediction from some influencers, but I never thought this to be the case. $400 is a solid price. $350 would be where I would say Sony has the advantage. But the $400 model and the $500 model, I say this puts Microsoft and Sony at a stalemate. It also just depends on where your game library is presently. Would you want to start all over because of Game Pass, or would you just stay with Sony where you know quality first-party games will be delivered to you? It just all depends on what you're looking for and what you want. The very last thing Sony showed us was that there is another God of War coming in 2021. While the reveal might seem like just a logo reveal, the fact that the game is coming out so soon is huge. Definitely a win for Sony. I would say my overall thoughts of the event were very positive, and this is why I wanted to separate the event from the backlash that has previously overtaken the internet. We have so much to be excited for as gamers. So many good games coming out. If you like this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, consider joining this team. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.